Really.
If you thought things in From were already terrifying and confusing, the trailer for Season 4 just turned everything up to another level. After the shocking ending of Season 3, the new trailer finally gives us a glimpse of what's coming next, and honestly, there's a lot to unpack here. We're talking about mysterious graves, new arrivals, time travel implications, Boyd slowly losing control, and the terrifying rise of the man in yellow. Even though the trailer is only about 2 minutes long, it's packed with clues, symbolism, and moments that might completely reshape the story moving forward. Welcome back to Your Nerdy Show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Let's break down everything we saw and what it could mean for the future of Fromville. The two graves and the ominous opening. The trailer opens with the residents of the town gathered around two freshly dug graves. It's a quiet but extremely heavy moment because in a place like Fromville, death is always around the corner. What makes the scene even more unsettling is the sound of ravens and crows loudly cawing above them. These birds almost feel like a symbol that even though the monsters only come out at night, the evil presence controlling the town is always watching. The big mystery here is obvious. Who's in those graves? The bodies are covered with sheets, so we can't see who they are. But one interesting detail is that Sarah doesn't appear much in the trailer, and she's not visible in this scene either. That has led many fans to speculate that one of the bodies could be Sarah. It would definitely be shocking, but at the same time, would the trailer really reveal something that big in its very first shot? Another possibility is that one of the graves belongs to a new arrival who doesn't survive very long after entering the town. After all, new people arriving in Fromville rarely ends well. Boyd's breaking point. One of the most emotional moments in the trailer shows Boyd visiting the grave of his wife. As he stands there talking to her, he says something incredibly revealing. He feels like he's changing, and he's not sure he likes who he's becoming. This moment feels important because Boyd has always been the emotional backbone of the town. In From, he's the one trying to keep everyone together, maintain order, and give people hope. But after everything he experienced in Season 3, especially the horrifying events surrounding Fatima and the rebirth of Smiley, it's clear that the psychological toll is starting to break him. Later in the trailer, Donna even hints that the townspeople want answers about what really happened underground. That pressure alone could be enough to push Boyd over the edge. We also see quick flashes of Boyd waking up from what looks like nightmares, suggesting that the horrors of the town are now haunting him even when he sleeps. For Boyd, there's no escape anymore. Not during the day, not at night, and not even in his dreams. Jade and the mysterious boy. Another intriguing moment comes when Jade is exploring and suddenly sees a young boy. At first glance, it almost feels like it could be a younger version of Victor, but the more you think about it, the less certain that becomes. We already know that Jade may actually be a reincarnation of Christopher, one of the original residents of the town from decades ago. If that's true, then the boy Jade sees could be someone from that earlier timeline. This is where the idea of time becomes really interesting. If the town exists outside of normal reality, it's possible that Jade is seeing echoes of the past, fragments of history bleeding into the present. And if that's the case, then the past might hold the key to escaping the nightmare. The arrival of the priest. Like every season of From, new people are about to arrive in the town. The trailer shows a car approaching the infamous fallen tree blocking the road, and inside are what appear to be a priest and a young woman who might be his daughter. Anyone who's watched the show knows that the fallen tree is basically the point of no return. Once you see that tree, you're already trapped in the town's twisted loop. The arrival of a priest could also introduce new themes about faith and evil. Considering the supernatural nature of the town, it wouldn't be surprising if religion plays a bigger role in Season 4. Maybe the priest believes the town is cursed, or perhaps he thinks it's something even darker. Either way, new arrivals always mean new chaos. Jim's death still haunting the family. One of the saddest parts of the trailer revolves around Jim's family. Julie is shown asking Tabitha where her father is and why he hasn't come back yet. But viewers already know the truth. Jim was killed by the man in yellow during the Season 4 finale. What makes this moment even tragic is the time travel twist we saw earlier. future Julie actually tried to go back and prevent her father's death, but she failed. That confirms something terrifying about the town's timeline. Even if time travel exists, some events might be fixed and impossible to change. Tabitha later appears to be heading into the forest, possibly searching for Jim's body. If she finds him, that moment could become one of the most heartbreaking scenes of the season. Knowledge comes at a cost. Another mysterious clue appears on the barn wall where the phrase, "knowledge comes at a cost," is written. This seems to directly reference what Jade and Tabitha discovered during the season 4 finale. They remembered that they had been in the town before, long ago, trying to save the trapped children, but they failed. Now the question is, what exactly is the cost of that knowledge? It's possible that Jim's death is the price the town demanded, but if that's true, it raises an even darker question. What other sacrifices will be required before the truth is finally revealed? Something ancient is controlling the town. One voiceover in the trailer says something chilling. There's something ancient in this place, and it feeds on suffering. That line might be the biggest hint we've ever gotten about what's actually controlling Fromville. The town might not just be haunted or cursed. Instead, it could be part of a much older and more powerful entity that thrives on fear, pain, and hopelessness. At one point, we see Victor, Ethan, and Jade standing around the yellow jacket belonging to the man in yellow. Considering Victor drew that figure years ago, his connection to this mysterious entity might be deeper than we ever realized. Victor has always seemed like the one person who understands the town better than anyone else, and maybe he's the only one who knows how to defeat it. Julie and the time travel mystery. Julie's storyline looks especially important this season. We see her standing in the ruins again, the same place that allowed her to move through time before. But this time, she's walking alone in the forest at night while monsters approach. And strangely, she doesn't seem scared at all. That could mean she's not actually in the present. She might be witnessing events from the future or the past, watching pieces of the town's timeline unfold. If Julie really can move through different moments in the town's history, then she might be the key to understanding how everything began, and more importantly, how it might finally end. Boyd versus the town. One of the most intense parts of the trailer shows Boyd arguing with a character named Acosta, who accuses him of being a monster. This moment hints at a major theme for season 4, Boyd slowly becoming the very thing he's trying to fight. The pressure of leadership, the guilt over what happened underground, and the constant loss of life could push him to make darker and darker choices. Boyd has always tried to protect everyone, but what if saving the town requires him to become someone he no longer recognizes? The terrifying transformation. The trailer's most shocking moment might involve the man in yellow undergoing some kind of transformation. For a split second, it almost looks like Jim. If that theory turns out to be true, it would be incredibly disturbing. Imagine the town turning one of its heroes into the very villain that killed him. That would mean the evil controlling Fromville doesn't just kill people, it repurposes them. And if that's possible, then nobody in the town is truly safe. Elgin's warning. The trailer ends with Elgin delivering a powerful line. The truth always comes out, but Boyd immediately responds by saying he'll make sure it doesn't. That exchange suggests that Boyd might be hiding something huge about what he saw underground, especially after witnessing Fatima give birth to a monster. If the truth about the town ever fully comes out, it might completely shatter the fragile hope keeping everyone alive. Our nerdy thoughts. Season 4 of From is shaping up to be the most intense chapter yet. The trailer hints at bigger mythology, deeper mysteries, and emotional moments that could push several characters to their limits. We've got time travel, an ancient evil feeding on suffering, the rise of the man in yellow, and a town that seems determined to break Boyd completely. And if the trailer is any indication, the answers we've been waiting for might finally start to surface. But in Fromville, every answer usually comes with a price.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.